officially kick us off. Good afternoon, everybody, and officially welcome. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Welcome to Mount Madonna Institute's webinar series. This is actually the last in a new educational offering that we started this year while we are all remote. And it's been really exciting. It's been wonderful to have folks join us from all over. And we're glad you're here this afternoon. My name is Caitlin. I am the registrar and admissions coordinator for the College of Ayurveda, and I'm going to help moderate this afternoon. And before I hand it off to our speaker, Dr. Manisha, I just want to go over a few quick things. And we're probably all very familiar with spending time on Zoom, but just some basics. So throughout, you can go ahead and remain on mute. And as I mentioned, if you prefer to keep your video off, that's totally fine. And we'd love to see your face if you feel comfortable as well. The session is currently being recorded. It's currently for internal use only, but if you would like to change your name to first name only or make any adjustments that feel comfortable, please go ahead and do whatever feels comfortable for you. However, in terms of participation, we do want this to be active. So if you have questions throughout, Dr. Manisha is going to be going over so many wonderful things. Please feel free to utilize the chat box feature on the right-hand side of your Zoom screen, and you can drop questions in there. Dr. Manisha probably is not going to look at them as she goes, but I'll be keeping an eye on them. And if there's anything I can do to clarify as we go, that's great. And otherwise, I will be sure to read back any questions that have come in at the end. So we will try our best to cover everything that you dropped in during, and we'll also leave about 20 minutes for Q&A at the end. So Dr. Manisha can go over anything that came in the chat, and then just live Q&A if we have more time. So that'll be great. So please, drop comments and questions in as we go. And also, slides are internal use only as well. So as I had mentioned to a couple of you that have joined right away, you might want to grab pen and paper to be able to take some notes and jot down some tidbits as we go. All right, let's see. I think that's everything. Oh, just another little Zoom tip. Once Dr. Manisha begins, you may want to select speaker view so that she's nice and highlighted and pinned. You can have the option to select speaker view or gallery view on that top right-hand side of your Zoom screen, whatever you prefer. But if you select speaker, Dr. Manisha will always be right up there. Otherwise, we hope you enjoy and get comfy, and we've got a lot of great content for you this afternoon. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our wonderful speaker, Dr. Manisha Sirsagar. Dr. Manisha is a classically trained Ayurvedic physician with over 25 years of professional experience. She promotes holistic Ayurvedic practices for improving wellness and appearance. Dr. Manisha also designs product lines, herbal supplements, skincare, and medicinal teas for nutraceutical companies. Her publications include Ayurveda, a quick reference handbook, and Enchanting Beauty, Ancient Secrets to Inner, Outer, and Lasting Beauty. Dr. Manisha is a faculty member at Mount Madonna Institute in Watsonville with us here, and is co-founder of the Ayurvedic Healing Institute in Santa Cruz. We are so pleased to have her teach with us here at Mount Madonna Institute, and we're absolutely delighted to have her with us this afternoon to share her wisdom on herbal remedies with Ayurveda. So thank you so much, Dr. Manisha. Welcome.
Namaste. Thank you, Caitlin, for introduction. And let me share my screen first, and I will start. Okay. I hope everyone see me and hear me well. Good. Welcome everyone. Namaste. Thank you, Caitlin, for the wonderful introduction. And it's my great pleasure and honor to present or to share Vedic wisdom with all of you. I hope everyone is healthy and safe wherever you are during this pandemic. Especially in India nowadays, it's crazy going on. There are so many cases are increasing, and we are really worried about it. But we will see. What we have learned from this, simply this word humanity, one more time. Yeah. Mother Nature was so exhausted. There was mad race going on. There was global warming. We didn't pay more attention. And I think Mother Nature wanted us to remind ourselves that value of, sharing and caring and compassion and love and etc. Because Mother Nature was literally exhausted and tired, and we never paid attention to our global warming, and everywhere was inflammation going on, means outside in the cosmic world and inside also, inside within us. So we were disconnected from our Mother Nature, and I think we learned a lesson. And suddenly we realized that my health is responsible on your health, and your health is responsible on my health. Yeah. So today we will learn to take care of ourselves and reconnect with our nature, with Mother Nature. I mean, that's our nature, but somehow we have forgotten because of our crazy, busy lifestyle. Mother Nature has so much power or so much healing capacity. We underestimate that. We really don't pay more attention. And this subject, what we are learning today, again, it's the same thing, that how we can connect with natural things, and that will help or that will benefit for ourselves, because that was our nature. Means in olden days, what people used to do, they used to live in jungle, and whatever was on the earth, that's what they used to cook, eat. They were healthy. They were not genes, or they were not any these fancy diets or anything like that. Whatever was available in the jungle, they used to eat. And forget about us, means all the animals and birds and everybody. They also know how to connect with the nature. Birds and animals, they wake up at dawn, they come home at dusk, they work whole day, they don't work at night. But we are the one that we work at night also, and we just don't connect with our nature, and we just disturbs our biological rhythms. We don't honor our biological rhythms, and that's what the problem is. So this is the biggest problem, that we have disconnected from our nature. And today what we will learn, that how we can connect with our nature just with simple things, just whatever is available in our kitchen. So look at this wonderful slide, wonderful vegetables and fruits. Means so much abundance in the nature. They have so much bioflavonoids, they have so much antioxidants, they have volatile oils, they have phenol, they have so many properties that we don't realize, and unnecessarily we go into supermarkets and we buy different things that we really don't need, and we messed up our body. But with just these simple and natural things which are available easily and abundantly, that how we can collect them, how we can understand their benefits and how we can use them as a medicine. Okay, not only for food, but how we can utilize them as a medicine. That's what we will learn. Okay, so look at this. Hippocrates, what he said: let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. It's literally, it's wonderful saying, and we know this, but we don't pay more attention to that. So growing up in India and in the joint family. So there were at least 15-20 people in one family. And I remember my grandma, my aunt, or my mom, they used to use these simple spices, simple grains, simple vegetables, just to not, I would say, cure, but for some simple diseases at home or whatever is uh, I would remember that one day my grandfather would wake up and he would say, hey, he would literally shout, hey, I didn't have my bowel movement and I had so much constipation, please bring me castor oil. And then one day a kid, like 5-6 year old kid, will come home from the playground and will say, will come home with sprain in ankle. And so my grandma will bring ginger paste and turmeric paste and apply to there. And I remember my aunt who was suffering with severe PMS, so every month. And so my mom will give her some concoction with cumin and fennel and coriander, something like that. So I grew up with this, and I remember all those things. Afterwards, when I went to Ayurvedic college, and then it validates, means, oh, when I learned these are the properties of spices and these are the properties of herbs, and then when I remember, oh, this, for example, turmeric, ginger, it is anti-inflammatory and it helps for pain and reduce the inflammation. So, oh, that's why my grandma used to make this paste, and she used to apply this for sprain, or she used to apply sometimes for on headaches for my dad. When my dad used to come home, in India is too much heat and many people have migraine or headaches. So my dad also had a lot of problem with headaches because he was his work was outside. He was civil engineer, and so he used to come home with headaches and migraines. So my mom used to make paste and then apply it on the forehead. So that validates. So when I was learning in the Ayurvedic college, then okay, I realized that how these simple things in the kitchen, and but they are beneficial. And so means that's what we will learn. So what we can do from these simple kitchen ingredients, these simple remedies, that will help. At least I would say you will save your trips going to ER. Okay, because I have seen so many clients in my practice that they have I have heard their stories that for simple things they went to ER, and what they did nothing, and afterwards they realized, oh, I would have done this at home, I had everything at home, but so uh, let's learn some things. So look at this slide. So we have everything at home, yeah, from all vegetables to fruits, all grains, oils and ghee and nuts and seeds and spices. Speaking about spices, speaking about fresh herbs, I don't think so we will get enough time. We need to do another webinar for that. But each and every item on the earth is useful. So there is a Sanskrit saying, Nasti dravyam anaushadham. So it means there is nothing on the earth that is not useful. Okay, everything is useful. And so we can take advantage of these, and then we will see what we can do. Simple home remedies, and they are literally safe. They are literally easy to make. Anyone can make at home, and you can make for, means as a tailor-made or individualized. It's based upon, if it's a small kid or maybe an old age, or anyone. So you can do these remedies easily, no problem. And means nowadays what we are learning, that all these modern medicine, they are giving a lot of emphasis on spices and on vegetables and on fruits and whole grains, seeds and nuts. Even pharmaceuticals, they are booming because they are now realize that if they add some kind of herb or some kind of even essential oil, some kind of spice, then the value of their medicine increases. And so what we say is nutraceuticals. So those are nowadays everybody is trying to add some kind of spice, some kind of herb, or some kind of superfood in their products. So over the counter, you will see these are the top 10 herbs or medicines which has these herbs. Okay, for example, garlic echinacea, saw palmetto, ginkgo biloba, elderberry, ginseng black cohosh, St. John's wort, turmeric, and milk thistle. Okay, so and nowadays means everybody is realize that these modern medicines, they are just fed up with those popping pills and how side effects from them. And so everybody is trying to take natural things, and they are going back to their mother nature. They have realized that. So means in our practice, we see that the awareness has increased definitely, and everybody wants some kind of natural solution. Okay, they ask literally these questions. Oh, what if I eat garlic? Did I that will help for my cholesterol? What if I take turmeric? That will help for my blood purification. Means clients nowadays, they do research and then they come. Sometimes I feel that yeah, they have more information about this herb than what we have. But why I'm saying this, it's like nowadays the awareness has increased, and we are very glad that everybody is seeking help with these natural things. And in olden days, mean that's what they used to do. um, Not only these herbs and spice and vegetables, but they used to use like mantras and healing prayers and tantras or yantras, all those things. So these are also called home remedies, and so they were literally effective. And when we say from yogic point of view, like neti pot or pranayama, so these are also home remedies what you can do at home. These are simple things like ice pack, everybody knows, or hot baths, or even simple foot massage, all those things. So everything comes under home remedies, but today we will give more emphasis on our kitchen items, which are easily available, everybody has at home, and what we can do with that. Okay, so number one is ginger. It's easily available, lots of benefits. In Sanskrit, it's called Vishwa Bheshaj. Vishwa means the whole world, and Bheshaj means medicine. So this ginger is the medicine for whole world. Okay, so that's what the Sanskrit name. Dry ginger and fresh ginger, you need to understand this. Okay, if you are pitta person, then you should not use fresh ginger, always use dry ginger, because for pitta person, fresh ginger is always very sharp and it's very hot. But dry ginger is very mild, and it's vipaka is sweet in nature. So for pitta people, always remember they should use dry ginger powder in their tea, in their cooking, and so. Okay, the best anti-inflammatory herb, ginger. It's very good medicine for all digestive tract. So it stimulates your appetite. If you have any gas, bloating, anything with indigestion, if you have any nauseous feeling, vomiting sensation, if there is excessive pitta and you have migraines or headaches, then it really helps. Externally, you can use ginger powder and apply it if you have any pain, like arthritic pain, or if you have any sprain, something like that. So make a paste in water and then apply it there, keep it for 10-20 minutes. So it helps. Internally, you can make tea, you can use in an oil form, it is also available. You can use dry ginger powder, or you can make just freshly squeezed juice. And wonderful recipe nowadays, since we are in COVID, so you can have 1 teaspoon freshly squeezed ginger juice and 1 teaspoon, if you get fresh turmeric, then freshly squeezed turmeric juice. Okay, mix together.
Dr. Manisha?
Uh-huh.
Would you mind going through what the guna, rasa, vipak, virya, just in case folks don't know the Sanskrit terms, just what that
I think
means,
that
just
is, I
briefly?
think, yeah, I would do that. I think that is too much for them. So, and we don't have that much time.
Just maybe what the translation of the word is.
Okay, so gunas means qualities. So ginger has these kind of qualities. So it is dry, sharp, and heavy. That's for fresh ginger. And dry ginger, as I told you, it's a little bit different. So it's very light and it's very moist. Rasa is taste. So the taste of the ginger is pungent. Pungent is hot, it's spicy. Vipaka is the post digestive effect. So after digestion, how that affects on our whole system. So that's called a vipaka. And virya is the potency. So there are only two potencies, either is heating or cooling, hot or cold. And so that's the heating. And we in Ayurveda, we give a lot of emphasis for these gunas, for these qualities of the dravyas, qualities of the herbs or spice or whatever we eat, because it is like a tailor-made medicine in Ayurveda. So it depends upon your constitution. So for example, if you are pitta, then you have already heat inside your body, so when you give any medicine, then or any herb, then we give cooling herbs, so just opposite. So that's why we need gunas. We need to know what are the qualities of that spice or herb. So it helps for us. It's just we simply use the opposite principle. Okay. And so these things, and the effect on dosha is effect on your constitution. So these are like Ayurvedic terms, and but now you know.
Thank you.
So
Thanks.
so ginger is very good, as we talked about. It's very good for pain and inflammation, yeah, all inflammatory conditions. So it is also very good for cough and excess mucus or congestion. So I was talking to you about ginger and fresh turmeric. Okay, so 1 teaspoon fresh ginger and 1 teaspoon fresh juice of turmeric, mix it together and add in warm water, like 1/4, half a cup of warm water, and drink that in the morning. And that will really help for your respiratory system. It will help for your lungs, since during COVID we are giving a lot of emphasis on the respiratory and lungs, how we can keep our lungs healthy and how we can reduce inflammation in our system. So that is important. So that's about cough, asthma, allergies. Oh, ginger is also very good for morning sickness. Just you can keep a little bit ginger inside or on your tongue, and that helps for nauseous feeling. So it's very easily available. Everybody has it. So please try to use every day in your daily routine. So next one is kumari. It's called aloe vera. Okay, so kumari in Sanskrit, so it means it's young girl. And so when girl comes in adolescent, then when she starts her menses, then there are so many imbalance with hormones. And so kumari, aloe vera, if you can give, so that really helps to balance her hormones. So that's why its name, it's called kumari. And many many of you have already in your garden this kumari. So it's aloe vera. Yeah, again, this quality is bit quality is it's cooling, it's very juicy. You need to learn how to get pulp out of that leaf. So wash it properly, take out thorns with a peeler, and then inside just scoop the pulp out of it. And you can add a little bit turmeric in there, you can add a little bit ginger in there, put it in the blender, and it's not that great taste, it's bitter in taste, it's called bitter tonic, but that's why bitter is better, so you have to have some kind of bitter taste every day, and that really helps to cleanse your system. Especially aloe vera is wonderful internally and externally also. So externally, a lot of pharmaceuticals they are using, is a lot of cosmetics they are using aloe vera in their cosmetics. And so it's very soothing, it's very good for skin, it's very good for liver, it's a cleanse, as a detox. It purifies your blood, it cleanses your blood. So it is good for all your parasites. Okay, you can use this for any skin condition also, and because it is the best inflammatory action, anti-inflammatory action. It is mild laxative, so if you have any constipation problem, so you can use that fresh pulp, like half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, just have it during bedtime with water, or just eat that pulp like that. So make sure you get good aloe vera leaf or from the good plant, and wash it properly and then take it. But it is safe, as well as it is a friend of women, because it balances hormones and it balances all the problems related with menstruation. So if someone has amenorrhea, or someone has dysmenorrhea, or during menopause transition, so it really helps. There are so many formulations in Ayurveda, and we use it for different fibroids or tumors or in anemic condition and all those things. Okay, but for you to understand and for you to use, it's simple. You can take fresh pulp and take it internally, so it is safe. Don't take it too much. Okay, just half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, that's it. Locally also, you can apply it to your scalp if you have itchy scalp, or if you have seborrheic dermatitis, or if you have dandruff, or in general, like, sweaty scalp. And so it is cooling in nature, and it cleanses the scalp, and it will balance the sebaceous secretions. Okay, so it's good to grow your hair also. You can use as a shampoo. So that pulp you can apply to your hair and scalp and wash your hair. Keep maybe for 5-10 minutes, apply it, leave it for 5-10 minutes, and then wash your hair. So it's like a natural shampoo. It works amazing. If you have any burn, so if you have aloe vera plant in your garden, you can just cut it and simply apply that pulp over the burn. So that also helps. It's wonderful wound healing property. So there are so many benefits. Next plant is holy basil. Okay, it's called tulsi. In India, each and every household has at least one basil plant in their backyard. And so it's not only beneficial for all physical, but it's beneficial for mental and emotional aspect and on spiritual health. So we can use the whole plant, we can use leaves, we can use tulsi seeds, or we can use some roots or stems, everything. So mainly it is pungent as well as bitter in taste. And it is the guna or the virya or the potency is heating. But the seeds, interestingly, are very cooling in nature. And so if you have any pitta disorder, the seeds are useful. So you can just simply use seeds like chia seeds, how we put chia seeds in water or chia seeds in our salad, or like those these basil seeds, they are cooling in nature, and especially in the summer. So if you get it easily, it's easily available, and so just throw it on your salad or put it in your water, and they give very cooling effect. And they have also this kind of mucilaginous qualities like chia seeds and flax seeds, so it's good. And the whole plant is heating, so it's very good for respiratory problem. It's very good adaptogen herbs, and so it works as a nervine tonic, and it works as antibacterial, antiviral. Okay, so now during this COVID, so this basil juice, or if you have fresh basil, then at least couple of fresh leaves, just eat it. Okay, just chew or just eat it, or you can make juice and then add, or just simply add in your salad. So it's wonderful for your skin also. It's wonderful for blood purifying. It's good for liver. It's good for your brain, or even nervous system. So it's just like works like a nervine tonic. As well as it's very good for all lungs problem like asthma. You can give half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon juice for chronic cough or mucus, even congestion, or even asthma. Okay, the next one is cacao. So cocoa, we know we use this plant very little since we drink coffee and tea too much, but we don't use this cacao powder as a drink, means we eat chocolate. So but I would highly recommend or encourage, instead of coffee, if you can drink this cocoa as a your morning drink, that would be like healthier choice, especially for vata people, especially for pitta people. Okay, we will talk about coffee a little bit later, but recently modern medicine has discovered one neurotransmitter, and they named that neurotransmitter is anandamide. Okay, so ananda is bliss, and this anandamide is in this cacao. Okay, so if you drink this cocoa, then you will get simply bliss or happiness. Okay, for no reason. So I would highly recommend, you should start your day with this cacao drink. You can mix in almond milk, coconut milk, or even if you want to add in your plain water, that's it. But get some good organic dark cocoa powder or cacao powder. Okay, so many bioflavonoids, so many good nutrients. Okay, it has not only carotenoids or other flavonoids or antioxidants, but a little bit protein, calcium, and thiamine, riboflavin, all those things. And it helps to lower your LDL and improves heart function and reduce cancer risks also because of lots of antioxidants, which prevents or protects from cell damage. And it uplifts your mood by raising serotonin. So, and another benefit is aphrodisiac. So, um, in olden days they used to use this, but somehow we don't use this a lot, and we use only chocolate. But when they make chocolate, so sometimes it's again it's a process, so it's not that the purest form. Even if you it is like dark chocolate, or even if you have like 70, 80, 90% is like whatever, it's dark, but still it is processed. So it's a healthy drink if you can drink this cacao. And then coffee. I know many people start their day with coffee. There are lots of antioxidants. Okay, wonderful research on weight loss. So, but only if you drink dark. Okay, do not add sugar and do not add any milk. Okay, so if you can drink dark coffee, you will see there is that helps to reduce excess fat. It helps to reduce triglycerides. It helps to reduce your LDL. Okay, and when you talk about Ayurvedically, so it is bitter. So bitter is always good to take out impurities or to cleanse your system. It works on your liver. So, but only you need to put in limit. So it's only 1 cup. Don't drink too much. Otherwise, it creates more dryness into your system, and it is diuretic. And if you don't hydrate yourself properly, then literally you will feel more drying effect. Okay, so if you have cocoa, if you have coffee powder at home, so what you can use as a home remedy. Okay, so if you have cut, then immediately put that coffee onto the cut, so it will help for wound healing. Okay, immediately it will stop the bleeding, and the wound will heal very quickly. As well as externally, as a home remedy, if you want to lose weight, if you want to work on your cellulite, so you can use as a scrub. Okay, so for example, 1 teaspoon pine powder coffee, add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, and half a teaspoon salt. Okay, and mix this and use this during shower instead of soap. So this is excellent exfoliating scrub. Okay, if you want to lose weight, if you want to work on your cellulite, if you have problem with blood circulation, okay, then to improve your lymphatic circulation, to improve your blood circulation. So you should use this scrub and do it, massage it towards heart, towards upward direction. So that helps to improve the lymphatic circulation. That will help because it is basically bitter coffee, and so bitter, whenever is bitter taste, so according to Ayurveda, which is more air and earth elements are there, okay, so those help to open up your pores. And so your skin needs to breathe also, and so sometimes people don't sweat at all, okay. Usually we need to sweat every day, but many people, they don't sweat because their pores, they are clogged or plugged, and they store heat, or they accumulate impurities or toxins inside their body. So if you use this scrub at least couple of times a week, not every day, that will help to open up those pores, that will help to get rid of excess heat from your system, that will help to get rid of excess toxins or impurities from your system, okay. And afterwards you will feel like your skin is much more smoother, okay. So you can use coffee, and it's very simple, everybody has at home. Then another thing I like is flax seeds, okay. Modern medicine nowadays talking a lot about is flax seeds, wonderful research, okay. The flax seeds, which has one nutrient, is called lignan, okay. That is, it works as a phytoestrogen. It works is it works as a, because of this fiber, uh, it takes out, or it binds all those impurities, or whatever we are secreting, excess toxins or excess even hormones, then it binds to that, and then it comes out through the stool, okay. So it works for all your gut health, okay, especially if you have Crohn's disease, if you have anything like ulcerative colitis, or if you have IBD, all those things, okay, you should use flax seeds. You can mix it with psyllium husk also, that is also a good combination. You can add some herbs, but I don't want to go more in detail with herbs, because then that will be more like a therapeutic, and but simple flax seeds you can use. I think if you soak those, then that would be really easy for digestion, and because it has a mucilaginous property, and so it creates a kind of coating around it, and so that helps. Because of that mucilaginous coating, without scraping into your intestinal lining, because whenever we have colitis, or whenever we have ulcer, or even IBD, the intestinal lining has become so much delicate, and so the fiber, they cannot even tolerate the fiber, okay. Since this is also a type of fiber, it's like soluble fiber. So, but when we soak them in water, when they swells up, so that helps to take out the impurities, without scraping that intestinal lining. Okay, do you understand what I said? So especially in IBD, especially in ulcerative colitis, those people, they cannot tolerate fiber because their intestines has become so much delicate. Okay, they cannot tolerate that vegetables, that anything fiber from vegetables. And so it's kind of a tricky situation. So how we can improve that intestinal lining without disturbing or without giving trouble or without scraping it? Well, we have to provide fiber, but in a gentle way. So this flaxseed does a trick, okay, and it is very good. So if anyone has any problem with this, they should use these flax seeds, and it works amazingly. It's very simple. You can make flaxseed meal at home. Don't buy flaxseed meal from market, because it will go rancid very easily. And so soak your seeds overnight and use them next day, or make meal at home on the coffee grinder. It's very easy, and then use it immediately. Don't keep it for a while, because it will go rancid very easily. Another benefit is from flax seeds. It lowers the LDL and triglycerides. Okay, and it's wonderful plant-based omega-3. Okay, this is only the one thing is available that you will get easily, your omega-3. Okay, so you will see that there are so many research on flax seeds and on lignan, and especially how it prevents breast cancer and how it prevents prostate cancer. Okay, so next one is green tea. It's very simple, easily available, easy to make, but so many wonderful benefits. Okay, externally also you can use. So earlier I talked about coffee scrub. You can add half a teaspoon green tea also in that, and that will also give because it is alkaline in nature. Basically, it is bitter in taste, lots of antioxidants, it is alkaline in nature, and so it's very good for all pitta conditions. And so you can use as a scrub also externally for acne. Also externally, if you can make paste, or just use a paste and apply it over your acne, or on your mouth, or even around your eyes. So it will provide a wonderful cooling effect and alkaline effect. It will take out, or it will absorb excess heat from that, from your system. If you have any cystic acne, so it will help to work on those cysts, that pus, and then excess mucus, all those things. So externally it is very good, and internally also, because of this lots of catechin, is ECCG, lots of antioxidants, so it helps in many types of cancers, and it protects from cellular damage, okay, from any other antibiotics what we have, or from any other toxins. So it will help to protect the cell damage. Onions, simple vegetable. We have it every day in our diet. According to Ayurveda, we say it is very cooling in nature. So externally, what you can do? Externally, if you have any burn, just simply grate onion and then use that on the burn. Okay. Again, if you have any boil or any cyst somewhere, then grate onion, add a little bit turmeric in there. That is also as anti-inflammatory. So it is cooling, it is anti-inflammatory, and so it helps to get rid of excess heat, and it will help to heal that cyst or anything related to heat, okay, or related to pitta imbalance. So onion works amazingly externally. You can in India, I remember we have always warm weather, hot weather, and so people put onion leaves, green leaves, or simply these onion pieces on head, and then on top they will put hat or cap, and so the onion will absorb the heat, and it will keep your head cool. So and then we use this onion juice for nosebleed. So if anyone has problem with nosebleed, or if anyone has problem with migraines even, okay, grate onion, take 1 teaspoon fresh juice and add a little bit turmeric, or you can add a little bit even green tea if you have at home, and eat it or drink it. So that also helps for all pitta conditions, for migraines, for nosebleeds. Okay. And internally, so there are lots of antioxidants, there's lots of uh, allicin, and so it helps for again to raise your HDL. It helps for liver, it cleanses the liver, it takes out excess hormones or excess impurities from your system. If you have any hyperacidity problem, even if you use onion in saute form, because raw onions sometimes, some people they don't like, so even if you saute, the nutrients won't destroy. So that's what the magic in onion. So onion in any form, if you boil, if you saute, or if you cut fresh and eat it, it's very good. In Russia, they use very simple remedy for cough, mucus congestion, that in water they boil onion. And so, for example, 1 cup water, add like small piece, 2-3 pieces cut onion, just boil for 5-7 minutes, strain it, and then add honey into that and drink that water. That helps to reduce cough, mucus, and congestion. When we were in Russia, so I have seen this remedy. Every household they use this, and I have also tried this. It's very good. If you eat too much, so if you are on spiritual path, or if you are on yogic practice, or anything like that, then it says Ayurveda and yoga, it says it's onion and garlic, it is tamasic if you eat too much. But if you use little amount, no problem. Lots of benefits from onion and from garlic. Okay. Yeah, so look at this. It's help to suppress the growth of potentially harmful bacteria in the colon. Yeah, that is also a very good benefit. Next one, garlic. Many people don't like garlic because of its strong smell. Many people love garlic. Basically, because of this allicin, it works as an antibacterial, antiviral, and anti I would say in Ayurveda, it works. It says in the textbooks that because it has 5 tastes. Okay, so again, it's a little bit extra information, but there are only few herbs or spices on the earth which has many tastes. Okay, so the garlic is one of that. So garlic has 5 different tastes. And if any dravya or if any herb has many tastes, as many tastes, it means it's considered it's a superfood. Okay, and so garlic considered as a superfood because it has 5 tastes, different tastes. So main taste is pungent, bitter, astringent, sweet. Okay, and so because of this, it says it works as a amrut, like nectar. Only you need to understand how you use it. Okay, if you used too much, then it works like poison. But other than if you use in a limit, it works as a nectar. So it helps to improve your HDL. It helps to lower your LDL and lower your triglycerides. It works as a antihelmintic. It means it works for parasites. No doubt, it is antibacterial property. So that's why all problems from respiratory, like if you have any excess mucus, excess congestion, bronchitis, all those conditions, which has a lot of mucus, a lot of dryness, as well as sometimes when you see it's wheezing, okay, because of this dryness, then allicin, the garlic, works very good. So how you will use? Always use fresh, because the nutrients, because the allicin will release as soon as you cut it, and it will destroy if you keep it for a longer time. When you get it in the store fresh, not fresh but in the powder form, I don't think so you will get 100% nutrients from that. Okay, because allicin, it destroys as soon as you cut garlic. So that's why whenever you want to use, cut it fresh and use it immediately. Okay, since this is heating, so we need to counteract that heating property with something cooling and something soothing. So Ayurveda talks about ghee. You should combine garlic with ghee. Okay, so crush garlic or grate even, that's fine, and then mix it with ghee or saute in the ghee and then eat it, or then you can add in your um, vegetable or whatever you are eating, or just eat it plain or add in water. So that's how you need to eat. So don't get powder form from the store, but use the fresh. That is important. Okay, it lowers the blood pressure, it purifies your blood. So many properties from garlic. So it works as a rasayana. So it's called rejuvenative superfood. Okay, so try to eat garlic every day. Don't eat a whole lot, just a little bit, like 1/4 clove or maximum half a clove if it is small. Okay, not more than that. If you eat too much, then that will, especially if you are a pitta person, then that will increase blood pressure, and it will increase the heat into your system. Okay, you will find some heartburn or even headaches from that. Potatoes, simple, but we have it at home. How you can use potatoes? There are so many different varieties. We have seen in Brazil, it's like 300, 400 different varieties in Brazil. So different colors, different varieties. So potato has so many phytonutrients, okay, so many bioflavonoids. And some people say it's like, it's lots of starch and you should not eat potato, it's a root vegetable and this and that. But if you use a little bit and if you use wisely, it really a wonder food. Okay, so it has so many things. Look at this: vitamin C, vitamin B6, magnesium, potassium, zinc, phosphorus, everything. What we can do as a home remedy. So externally it is very good for skin. Okay, if you have any black rings around your eyes, or if you have puffiness around your eyes, make a thin slice of potato and keep around your eyes. Okay, so immediately it will soak up excess heat, as well as if there is any excess mucus, or mucus in the sense of water, when you get puffiness, because it's like extracellular water is there, so it absorbs immediately and you will feel refreshed eyes. Okay, again, it is very good for cut, very good for burn. So just grate or make thin slice of potato and then put it wherever you have cut or wherever you have burn. That will really help to heal immediately the burn and wound also. Because of this lots of antioxidants, it helps for prevent it cell damage. And then sometimes when you have especially excess heartburn, or vomiting sensation, or even nauseous feeling. Okay, so you can boil potato and simply mash the potato, add in water, or even you add in the milk, add little bit honey and little bit baking soda. So that helps for hyperacidity, that helps for all pitta condition and all like vomiting sensation, even migraine. Okay, so it's very simple remedy, but it's very effective. Ghee. Everybody should have ghee in their kitchen. Okay, yeah, we use oil for cooking, but try ghee also. It is really sattvic. Lot of benefits from ghee. If I tell at least couple of hours I need for ghee, all the benefits to tell about ghee, but externally and internally. Okay, externally, if there is any burn, immediately apply ghee. If you have chapped lips, cracked lips, put it on your lip. Okay, you can keep or do gentle massage around the eyes for even crow's feet or even dryness or even any black circles or anything. If you have acne, mixed ghee plus honey and little bit yogurt, make a paste and then apply it on your acne or gentle massage to all your face. So it will cleanse and then it will balance your pitta and kapha. And so that will help for acne. In olden days, I remember in India, they used to use ghee for premature babies because in olden days there were no incubators, and so what they would use, so they used to use massage with ghee for premature babies, because whatever you put on skin, immediately it goes into your system. It works like intravenous. Okay, and ghee is such powerful food. It's superfood. It's very nutritive, it's very rejuvenative, it is very soothing, calming, cooling. It gives a relaxing effect, and it nourishing. Because of this nourishing effect, it helps to improve the muscle tone, the skin tone, even improve the muscles. It helps to build more bones. So that's what they used to use ghee in olden days. And like aged cheese or aged wine, it's more costly, it's more expensive. The same thing, aged ghee has more medicinal properties. And in India, if you go get 5-year-old ghee, 10-year-old ghee, then it costs more because it is like a therapeutic value. It has some medicinal properties. Okay, so internally and externally, ghee is very good, which has highest smoking point or boiling point. So that's why you can use for sauteing your vegetables and everything. It considers a sattvic food, and not only which has lots of vitamin A and D and K2 and conjugated linolenic acid, even though it has a saturated fat, it is wonderful. It is as a antioxidant, as a antiviral. Okay, it helps for all pitta conditions, hyperacidity. It helps for all digestion problems. It helps for constipation, dryness in the intestines, dryness externally also if you have, and then if you eat ghee internally, it will help. In Ayurveda, it says your brain is like a frozen ball of ghee. Okay, it means that much fat we have it in our brain or around the brain. So it's myelin sheath. And so if you because of our low fat diet, what we have created these diets that affects on nervous system, that affects on dryness in the brain and the nervous system, and that's why we are experiencing nowadays more Alzheimer, dementia, and Parkinson, all those things. Okay, so nowadays modern medicine has realized that how much we need good quality fat, and everybody is talking about, oh, you have to have your omegas, you have to have your good quality fat. Okay, so you really need to understand how ghee is important in your diet, and you have to eat every day. It reduces your LDL, it reduces your triglycerides, and it improves your HDL. It's wonderful research by Dr. Hari Sharma. He has done on this research on LDL and HDL. So it improves your memory, it improves your cognitive function, it improves all um, um, immune system. Okay, then how you will use internally, especially for constipation. Okay, at bedtime, make hot water, half a cup, and add 1 teaspoon ghee. Simply drink that water before bed. Okay, it will help to minimize the dryness in the intestines. It will help to improve the peristaltis of the intestines and help for the constipation. If you have any skin rash externally, even diaper rash. So recently I had one baby, and then the mom was mom tried everything, all the ointments and everything whatever is in the market, but she said it never disappeared, and still it's there. And then simply I told her, oh, why don't you just apply ghee? And then she wondered, and she says within 2 days the diaper rash was gone. So she was so happy with that. So any skin rash, any dryness, it helps. Even though hemorrhoids, if you can use a little bit ghee and then massage it there or insert it there, so that will help. Even nose bleeding, so put it couple of drops in your both nostrils, that will help. Bee stings externally, mouth ulcers, so apply it there, or even you mix half a teaspoon ghee and 1 teaspoon honey, and then eat it like that, so that will help for mouth ulcers also. Okay, so there are so many benefits from ghee, internally, externally. It's not only on your physical body, but it helps for your spiritual health also. Okay, honey, we have it at home. The taste is sweet and astringent, and because of this astringent quality, so it helps for wound healing. So that's the biggest benefit externally. Okay, again, if you have any bee sting, it helps. If you have any cut, if you have any burn, apply honey externally. Okay, it is very simple. If you have any wound also, Then you can mix honey and ghee together, because ghee is also a wound uh, healer. So mix honey and ghee together and then apply it to the wound, so it will heal immediately. Because of this astringent property, it helps to get rid of excess fat, and so it works on weight loss. So you might have seen this recipe: 1 cup hot water, add, or warm water, and add 1 teaspoon honey in that and a little bit lemon. So drink that on empty stomach. That will help to clear your digestive tract, that will help for your constipation also, and that will help to get rid of excess fat. So it helps to reduce weight. Lots of antioxidants, so it works amazingly on respiratory problem, anything. So you can use honey for sore throat. You can even gargle. 1 cup warm water, add half a teaspoon turmeric and half a teaspoon honey, and with that you should gargle. That will give soothing effect to your throat, and it will get rid of excess mucus and congestion. It will help for cough and sore throat. Externally, apply for acne. We talked about that. Okay. And then baking soda, common, everybody has it. So externally, you can put in the water. If you have any achy feet, if you have any muscle cramps, or even athlete's foot, okay, sweaty feet, and smelly, so get water in the bucket. If you can get lukewarm, that is fine. Add 5 to 6 teaspoons of baking soda and soak your feet in that for 10-15 minutes. Take out, make it dry, and then apply. If you have any oil at home, like olive oil or coconut oil, and gentle massage at the bottom, and then wear some socks. So that will help for athlete's foot, even fungus for nails, achy foots, all those things. So as well as externally, if you have any bee sting or even poison ivy, so make paste with water and then apply it externally. Okay. Even you use to cleanse your teeth. Okay. So, and to give some white color to your teeth. So take a little bit on your fingertip and then massage to your teeth. So that helps. Hyperacidity. So it's very simple remedy, but it works amazingly. Get half a cup milk and add half to 1 teaspoon soda. Just mix it and gulp it down. Okay. It works amazingly for hyperacidity. If you want to make natural deodorant at home, so you can use this baking soda. If you know neem powder, add neem powder. And so like 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon neem powder. If you know triphala, add 1 teaspoon triphala powder in there, mix together. Okay, it has to be fine powder. Okay, and just apply that as a deodorant. Okay, you can put it anywhere, here, or even with that powder you can use during shower instead of soap. And so, massage or just to rub it everywhere. And so that helps, especially for pitta people, especially whoever gets more sweat excess sweat and some kind of odor for their sweat and whole body. So that helps. So all these things are in our kitchen cabinet, very easily available, but sometimes we don't recognize that how useful or how beneficial are they. Okay, so try to use those. Now, since we are in pandemic, definitely we need to know how we can prevent and what we can do and what we can take measures to prevent COVID-19. Okay, so this is usually daily routine, how and what you should do. Okay, so make sure you should have good bowel movement every day. So you should include high fiber diet every day. What we talked about, honey and lemon water, you should drink that water every day, every morning. Make sure you do some kind of vigorous exercise, cardio. Try to tongue your scrape, okay, and get rid of ama, excess impurities. Gargle. So every day you should do this gargle, what we talked earlier. Oil pulling is very simple, but it's very effective to keep your, in general, oral hygiene. Okay, take a little bit sesame oil or a little bit coconut oil on your fingertip, and then massage it to your gums, massage it to your teeth, and then um, spit out. So that helps. Even dry brushing, even self abhyanga, self massage with sesame oil, with olive oil, with coconut oil. So that will help. Nasya, this is the biggest thing. So since last year COVID, we have kept all of our clients on this nasya, on these nose drops, and it works amazingly. Everybody loved it. It prevents from, especially when you use sesame based, okay, oil. If you use any herbal oil, it's more good, but at least if you use a sesame oil, which is antibacterial and antiviral, okay, and so it protects from this virus, from bacteria. Use couple of drops in the morning and the bedtime in both nostrils. Okay, just simply by doing this, you will protect yourself from all kinds of virus and bacteria. Okay, so use this nasya every day in your daily routine. Yoga and meditation, that is also is good for your mind, how you can keep your mind calm and quiet. Some herbal teas, especially what we have talked about, basil, ginger, you can add a little bit cumin, coriander, and all those things, and make nice herbal teas. Make sure you get good sleep. Make sure you get some help for your emotional health. Clove, it's very simple, but it's very effective, especially during this time. Chew 1 to 2 clove per day, like chewing gum. Okay, keep clove into your mouth, so that will help for all, because clove itself is antiviral and antibacterial property, and so that will also help for all respiratory problems and even sore throat, excess mucus, cough, congestion. And I always tell everybody, at bedtime you should drink this milk, 1 cup almond milk or coconut milk, add half a teaspoon turmeric, and 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. If you want, you can add good quality sugar or a little bit honey, like date sugar or coconut sugar, something like that for sweetener. But this will also help, because turmeric, again, it is antiviral, antibacterial. And so cinnamon, that also has lots of antioxidants. It helps for respiratory problems. So it will help for cough, mucus, congestion. Okay, and so this clove, this drink at night time, nose drops, what we say nasya, with sesame oil. We use herbal oil, it's called anutel for nasya, and that is also is very effective. Oil pulling, gargle, all these things will really help during this time, during this COVID time. So yeah. Now, these are some simple remedies. If you want to write down, or if you want to take a picture, you can. It's very easy to make at home. Once you prepare, this is my favorite recipe, and everybody loves this. So freshly grated ginger, add honey, add Himalayan salt, black pepper, and lemon juice. Okay, and so mix together and keep it in a glass jar. Put it in the refrigerator, and it will last for 1 month. Once you prepare, make it in a big amount and keep it in the refrigerator, and every day take 1/4 teaspoon and put it on your mouth, drink hot water, or just eat it like that. It is very tasty. And with this mixture, you will get all 6 tastes. What Ayurveda talks about, you should get all 6 tastes. It helps to improve appetite. It helps to improve your agni. It helps for digestion. It helps to get rid of excess ama or toxins or impurities. It helps even with morning sickness. Okay. Then when we get rid of ama from our tongue, when we clear our tongue, it means, there are some taste buds, and so taste buds secretes saliva and those juices. So when we have our tongue coated, then taste buds cannot secrete those salivary juices, and so that hampers digestion, because digestion starts from the tongue itself. And so it is really important how we can keep our tongue clean and clear. So as soon as you wake up in the morning, it's a good habit. If you see your tongue in the mirror, if there is coating, definitely you need to do something for your digestion. You need to do some scraping and use this recipe, so that will help to get rid of that coating from your tongue. Okay, and no doubt it helps for all congestion, cough, mucus. Okay, it helps for excess pitta, it helps for kapha, it helps for headaches, migraines. It's very good recipe. It's very simple, it's very tasty. Anyone can have this. Small kids also will love this recipe because it has honey. It's sweet also. We talked about ginger and turmeric. So this is also a simple recipe. 1 teaspoon ginger powder, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, just mix together. It's very good for pain and inflammation. If you have any rheumatoid arthritis, if you have any swelling around the knee or ankle joint, where there is pain, swelling, as well as redness. So there is vata, pitta, kapha, all those things. So how you will reduce the inflammation? So just apply this paste, keep it for 10-15 minutes, and then take it out, remove it. It really helps. Then nowadays we are using only this cotton cloth mask, but this is soothing face mask for to keep your face clean and smooth and shiny and radiant. Okay, so simply we have avocado at home, banana at home, honey, cinnamon, this simple recipe, and it will help really to get rid of excess heat, and it will give some soothing and calming effect. Okay, you will feel your skin, your face is literally, it's more like nourished, as well as it's cleansed, and as well as you will feel your skin is more radiant. It's kind of, it gives rejuvenating effect to your skin. It helps to get rid of dead cells and rejuvenate the new cells itself. Avocado has lots of nutrients. Avocado has lots of benefits. And so it's a wonderful recipe. It's very simple, but it's very effective. Just try it. And this is also a simple recipe if anyone would like to do. It's little bit process, but it's very simple. So 3 tablespoons castor oil, 2 tablespoons beeswax, just melt it in a double boiler, and after it gets a little warm, then add some essential oil, rosemary. Why rosemary? Because it helps for fungus. Okay, and especially it is very good for nail fungus and achy feet, or any just aches and pains in the feet, or in the cramps, or just tiredness or restlessness syndrome some people experience before bed. So for all these things, if you just massage your feet before bed with this cream, it helps. Okay, that's it. Okay, done. So I just wanted to give a little bit this information. There are so many things. I didn't go into spices. There are so many spices and herbs which we have at home, and so many benefits. We will do maybe another webinar for that, but just try to incorporate all these things, and how we can use the, there are so many things going on at home, and everybody needs something. It's like common things like headaches and stomach ache and diarrhea and constipation, so many things. So just try to understand these properties, these qualities of these vegetables, or grains, or spices and herbs, and try to use this. Okay, it's not like it is safety, because many people ask that, oh, is it safety? Yes, if you use it a little bit, if you use some common sense, yeah, definitely it is beneficial. Okay, but if you use too much, then so I think we should open up for questions, Q&A session.
Yes.
If you have any.
Yes. Well, first of all, Dr. Manisha, thank you so much for such a wonderful and rich just toolbox, giving us such a wonderful and rich toolbox, and going over so many different foods and spices. And well, like, we didn't cover spices as much, but just your classic kitchen, right? So thank you so much. That was super informative. And I think I got a lot out of it. I hope everyone else did as well. And we do have a pretty good amount of questions in the chat. So I'll go through those first. And maybe do you want to stop sharing your screen and then we can see everybody? So we can see everyone if folks are, yeah, here we are all together.
Hi.
So, hi. So I'll go through the questions we have, and then if we have more time, we can take more questions on the spot. So let's see. So we had a question earlier on about how much castor oil and guduchi to use for arthritis.
Number one, I did not talk about guduchi, so it's not a common thing at household. You know, it is herb. It's definitely someone is from Ayurveda background, but yeah, castor oil you can you can use safely 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons at home. Okay, so what you should do, you should take 1 to 2 tablespoons castor oil mixed with either hot water, or you can get orange juice, or you can get grapefruit juice, or even chai. In India, we drink in chai. Mix it and gulp it down. It's not a good taste, but stay at home that day, and then you will expect some loose motions or diarrhea 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and that's internal cleanse. Okay, so that helps for arthritis also. That helps in general for all your gut health in general, for everything, each and everything. It helps even for PMS. It helps to regularize your hormones, to get rid of your toxins, and yeah, so many benefits if you take castor oil internally. Okay, for rheumatoid arthritis, castor oil and ginger, if you mix it together and then apply it externally on the joint, affected joint, just gentle massage. So that will also help for pain and inflammation. Okay. So guduchi, it's not like externally, but guduchi you have to take it internally. And if you want to take, then you can take like half a teaspoon guduchi, mix it in warm water, and take it internally.
Perfect. Thank you. We also had a question, and this is sort of moving into a slightly different topic, but maybe you can give a short answer. Someone was curious about how to know if we need to increase or decrease the dosha.
It's very simple. If you have increased dosha already, so say example pitta, so pitta has increased, it means you have increased heat internally, or you know, it's not only on physical but on mental or emotional level. You will become more irritable or more angry, or you know, you will experience more headaches or migraines, or even acidity, heartburn, or sometimes even diarrhea because of high pitta, because of intense heat. And so what is opposite of hot? Cold. So you need to bring all cooling things, you need to do all the cooling remedies. Okay, so you should eat greens which are cooling and pitta reducing. So you should drink cold things. It's cold means not like ice cold. It's cold is not like ice cream cold, but cooling, like potency is cooling. Like what we say is, when we say fennel is cooling, when we say aloe vera is cooling. Okay, like that kind of cooling things you should drink or eat or apply.
Right. Great.
Whenever you have vata, increased vata means it's more dryness. So what is opposite to dry? It's oil. So you need to drink oil, you need to apply oil, do oil massage, and have more olive oil, coconut oil, ghee in your diet. And so internally, externally, use more oil. So it's just use the opposite principle whenever you have increased dosha.
Perfect. Yes, I love it. Law of opposites. So now we have a question revisiting the slide on ginger. And the person was asking a clarification around fresh ginger versus dry ginger. And specifically, they were asking about dry and moist, whether one is dry or moist. So could you just quickly review the difference between dry ginger and fresh ginger?
So fresh ginger has more hot and sharp quality. And the same fresh ginger, when we keep in the sun or when we put it in the dehydrated, then it becomes dry. Okay, so just with that process, that fresh ginger's sharp and hot quality, it becomes mild. Okay, and so it becomes less hot and it becomes less sharp and it becomes lighter. So fresh ginger is heavy. That's the quality, because which has more water content. Okay, and then dry ginger, because there is no water in there, so that's why it becomes lighter. Okay, and so fresh ginger has laxative quality and dry ginger has constipative quality. So it means if you have constipation, you should use fresh ginger. And if you have diarrhea, you should use, or loose motions every day, you should use dry ginger powder.
Great.
Okay. And so fresh ginger is more sharp and light and heavy, and dry ginger is more or less sharp and less hot, and it's more lighter. That's what, yeah, the qualities is.
Right. Great.
Yeah, and you will see, some people, especially pitta people, so they cannot tolerate ginger. Okay, but they want to use ginger because of it's like anti-inflammatory and because of other benefits of ginger, but they cannot use fresh ginger. So in that case, when we tell them, okay, you should use dry ginger powder, then that's perfect for them. So they will get all other benefits from ginger, but it's not like that will increase their pitta or increase their heat.
Great. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to keep moving along. So the next couple questions are around cacao and coffee. So I actually had a question about cacao. Is cacao heating?
It is cooling.
It's cooling. Okay, great. And then we wanted to confirm the coffee
heating.
Okay, right. So great, cacao is cooling, coffee is heating, so that's why cacao would be better for the pitta person. And then we wanted to confirm the coffee scrub recipe. Was it teaspoon fine coffee powder, quarter teaspoon turmeric powder, and half teaspoon salt?
Perfect.
Okay, great. All right, everybody. So that's your coffee scrub recipe.
If you want to add triphala powder in there, you can add half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon triphala powder. Yeah.
Great. Alrighty, and then we're moving on to, I think these two questions were on flaxseed meal. So one participant asked about how much each day is beneficial to consume of the flaxseed.
Usually the dose is 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
Per day.
Okay, and then the second question was, how do you use the flaxseed meal? And sounds like you're saying to take it internally as a daily, for the intestines and the intestinal lining.
Yes.
Okay.
You can add in your salad, you can add in your, just sprinkle on your pasta, whatever you are eating, on vegetable, mix in curry. But I won't recommend to bake with it because then you will destroy, because of this too much heat, you will destroy the nutrients.
Right, you won't get the same benefits.
Yeah.
Great. All right, wonderful. Okay, so we have a question about putting onion on feet for diabetes. Is there any truth to that, or have you heard about that? Do you have anything to add about putting onion on feet for diabetes?
Externally, just putting onion, no. But internally, it is good for diabetes.
Great. Okay. Thanks. So we also have a question of what other herbs other than garlic have the 5 tastes?
There are, this is from food, but there are some other herbs like Ayurvedic herbs. One is amalaki, and there are some very few herbs, but those are Ayurvedic herbs. You don't know the names, but amalaki, maybe you know amala, yeah, which has also 5 tastes, and that considered as a rasayana. It's just a very good thing that if you have, but in food category it's only in garlic.
Right. And how wonderful, right? Because we always have access to
Yeah.
garlic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very beautiful. Okay, let's see. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to get through all these before we close up. So, can you comment on making fresh squeezed vegetable juice? And does Ayurveda agree with juicing?
Yes. Um, you can make fresh vegetable juice because sometimes it's difficult to eat this much amount of celery or this much amount of carrots or this much amount of beets. We cannot eat that much, but if we put it in the juicer and then make juice, so we can have that. It's easily okay. We can drink that easily, no problem. Make sure you find or you get good juicer. That is important, because there are some juices in the market that as soon as you put the vegetable, then immediately it's just crushed down and then it gets the juice out of it, and so that destroys the nutrients because of that process, because of that heat. That machine generates the heat, and so make sure you get good quality juicer. So like slow, so it will come slowly, and so it won't destroy the nutrients. So that's the trick, and you can make juice, and you can have juice, yeah, no problem.
Interesting anecdote, thank you.
But if you have, yeah,
go ahead. Okay, the next question is, where is the beneficial part of the potato? Is it on the skin or inside or all around?
All around. Actually, it's our tendency, we peel the skin, but don't do that. Eat with skin. Skin has more nutrients, and according to Ayurveda, all skins, okay, all vegetables or all fruit skins has bitter and astringent taste, and so that helps for digestion.
Right.
Yeah, so do not peel or take out skin, which has really beneficial, especially for digestion, and which has lots of nutrients. So eat with skin, even sweet potato and potato.
Right. Great tip. The next couple of questions are about ghee. So Anne asked, if aged ghee is more potent, has more potency, why do manufacturers say that you should use a jar of ghee within 3 months?
Because that's only in the United States, because we have some kind of regulations from FDA. It considered as a as a dairy product or whatever, and you have to put it in the refrigerator. But no, you don't need to put it in the refrigerator. It stays outside the room temperature. And yeah, so aged ghee is more beneficial, as we know. So um,
Great.
that they just want to put that label, but
Right.
don't pay more attention to that.
Right. So you could
Yeah.
you could have maybe your ghee that you're using all the time and keep it out. It doesn't need to be
Oh yeah.
refrigerated. And maybe you buy a really nice or make your own ghee and put it aside, right? To
Yes.
have it aged. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
right.
Only the thing is, you should take clean spoon each and every time, and not a single drop of water should go inside. Otherwise, it will get spoiled. It will become rancid.
Right. Okay, we also have a question about what is the best vegan or plant-based alternative to ghee? If someone's dairy-free, is there something they can be, using?
It is good even if they are vegan. Actually, means they should eat. But if you ask me, I would recommend they should eat. Actually, it is good because it's all solid. When you make a ghee, then what it remains at the bottom of the uh, pot or pan, so that's the milk solids. Okay, and so it doesn't contain in the ghee. Okay, so it just stays at the bottom. We don't take that. Okay, and which has more um, means whatever is the bad part in the ghee. Okay, so the ghee is very pure, so they should have, I think they should use ghee. No problem, even if they are vegan. We don't consider, means, as an Ayurvedic doctor, I would suggest it is beneficial for them, and they should use it.
Okay. And I know we're just about at
The
time. It looks like
lactose, whatever, yeah,
yeah.
the lactose, it just stays at the bottom. It doesn't come in the ghee. Ghee is very pure. When you boil the butter, all the milk solids and all the impurities, it stays at the bottom, and the ghee becomes very pure. So no problem. They should have ghee.
Great. So I know we're just about at time. We only have three or four questions. So if you're comfortable, Dr. Manisha, maybe we can go through them quickly. And if
I will take last one question.
Great. All right, so we had a question around, which I think this would be an interesting question. So what are some suggestions, home remedies for nasal allergies, especially, natural options for kids? So, yeah.
Yeah, the same nose drops what I told earlier, that's good for kids also. So even if you take a little bit oil, like sesame oil or coconut oil on your pinky, and then just put it just internally, and then lubricate the area, so that helps to prevent from all the virus and bacteria. So it is good for kids also.
Perfect. Wonderful. Great. Okay, well, I want to respect everyone's time and yours also, Dr. Manisha. So I'm going to wrap it up here. And I just want to say again, thank you so much to Dr. Manisha for guiding us through the past 2 hours, providing such a wonderful and comprehensive look at how we can use food as medicine, and our medicine can be food. And I hope that everyone's feeling empowered and inspired to sort of reimagine what's possible in your kitchen, and be on the lookout for different ways to take care of yourselves. I just want to mention before everybody heads off that this was, as I mentioned, this is the last for now in a series of Ayurveda webinars through our Mount Madonna Institute. But we do have so much going on right now. So I invite everybody to check out our course calendar, our calendar page on our website to see what's coming up. We have our YTT 300 yoga teacher training starting later this month, and our YTT 200 in June. And we also have a variety of really wonderful, just ongoing online offerings happening now. Many of them are donation based, and we also have some yoga webinars happening. So we have lots of ways to connect with the community, and we would love to see more of you at future events. We have, I think, something for everyone. And if you are interested to learn more about Ayurveda, if you are interested to learn more about the programs that we have, I invite you to join one of our upcoming virtual open houses. So our next virtual open house is May 12th, I believe. And we'll be covering everything that we offer. And our Ayurveda programs are all underway right now for 2021. And we are in discussion about what our 2022 formats will be. But stay tuned and please join us in May, or maybe join us a little bit later in the summer to see what we'll have coming up. And my final two things, just in case you didn't know, we also have an herb store. Ayurveda World Mount Madonna Institute has an herb store. We offer all kinds of herbal formulations and products, and you can place orders online right now. So that's a great thing to check out. We have a couple of custom formulations as well, which are really lovely. And we also have a clinic. So Mount Madonna Institute's Wellness Clinic is open if you want to support your health with Ayurveda and work with an Ayurvedic practitioner. We are accepting appointments. And Dr. Manisha I can put Dr. Manisha's contact info for her clinic as well in Santa Cruz in the follow-up. And I'll be sending everybody a follow-up with some links and resources afterwards. So I think that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with us this afternoon. We hope to see you again soon.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Sure,
Bye.
my pleasure. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.